The most common used discovery methods operate at layer 3. The first tool that I'm going to discuss is fping. Use fping-h to see the use and various syntax of this tool. Then to perform the basic command, use fping-a to list hosts that are currently alive, and then -c and specify the number of packets that you want sent. And then enter the target address. This will return the number of packets transmitted, packets received, and percent lost, and also a minimum, maximum, and average amount of time required between initial transmission and response. Next, we are going to ping a range of IP addresses by using the -g switch to generate a list. So we'll enter fping-a, -c, and then specify just one packet this time, and then -g, and then to specify the range of IP addresses, we'll enter the first IP address, followed by a space, and then followed by the last IP address in the range. And fping will automatically generate the list of IPs between those two addresses and attempt to ping every single host in that range. And it will then return the same results for each of those different hosts. An alternative option is to use a file list of IP addresses to test against. You can use ls to enter the contents of the current directory, and here I have a iplist.txt text file with a list of IP addresses. I can then use this with fping using the command fping-f for file, and then enter the location of the file, so root and then iplist.txt. And as you can see, each of those different hosts are currently alive. Another tool is hping3. Use hping3-h to see the various uses and syntax of this tool. Now, this tool has several different modes. What we want to focus on is ICMP mode, and we also want to focus on the IP and ICMP options. So to scan a single host, we want to use the command hping3-1 for ICMP mode, and then specify the target IP address. This will continue to ping until you stop it with Control-C. You can also specify the number of packets that you want to send with the -c switch. And in this case, we only sent one packet. There was another tool in Backtrack, not present in Kali, called GenList that would create a basic list of IP addresses for live hosts. Personally, I like this output best. Fortunately, this is easy to recreate just using a basic bash shell script. So we'll use the basic ping command. Ping any given host, then -c and 1. And then we'll ping a host that isn't alive. Notice that the phrase bytes from is a unique phrase that is only present in cases in which a reply was received, and also contains on that same line the IP address of the live host. So to script this out, let's use the grep command to extract just that line in cases in which a reply is received. So we'll use the same command and then grep bytes from, and then it only returns that line. As you can see, nothing is returned if we do the same command against a host that isn't currently alive. So then we want to cut out just the IP address from that output. So we'll use the cut function and then -d to specify a delimiter, and then we'll use a space as our delimiter, and then we'll go to the fourth field. We determine this by looking at each of the fields separated by spaces, so that's 2, 3, and then the IP address is on the fourth field. Okay, then we want to cut the colon off of the end of that, so we'll use the same command again and then pipe it over, and then use cut one more time and then specify the delimiter as colon. And then we want to specify the first field. And then we get the output of just the IP address. So then what we need to do is we need to create a shell script that will perform this exact same function, but in a loop for each of the different IPs. Now I've already done this. If we enter my pinger.sh shell script, you can see that what this does is for each address in a sequence of 1 to 254, so my entire class C range, we're going to perform that exact same command, a ping of one packet, then grep out the bytes from unique phrase, and then cut out only the IP address and then cut the colon off the end of it. And this will provide us a list of all of the IP addresses within that range. And there you have it, a simple script that will ping your entire Class C range and return the IP addresses for you. So those are some various ways that you can perform layer 3 discovery in Kali Linux.